What is up, Pyros? Today it is July 1st. It is a Sunday before the week of the 4th. Just got everything out of all the boxes. This is my entire stash for 2018. Wanted to take a look at what I got to make sure I didn't forget anything, and also I'm going to go ahead and begin prepping, fusing up cakes, putting E-match in them, get them ready for the 3rd, because that's when I'm going to shoot my 4th of July show. But as you can see here, it is a lot. These are a lot of the items that did not stack well, so I'll get to those in a minute, but we'll kind of go ahead and start down here on the end. So, do got a case of the next big thing. I've already shot one off for a demo, but I got 5 of them left. I got the 76 Proline Assorted strobe. And we got, obviously, the red, green, white, and yellow strobes. I did test one strobe out, and it's pretty freaking intense. Here, I found these at a local tent. We got Hornet's Nest, 25 shot. This one will sting. We'll see what it is. We got the Evil Clown. Picked this one up at a local tent as well. And then we got the Flying Colors from Universal. So you got 2 of those. That's actually from our New Year's show, but they didn't light. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably use them on the 4th. Down at the bottom, I have what's left of a case of Big Opportunity by Shogun Fireworks. Did get 4 of the Big Opportunities. Already demoed one off. You can take a look at a quick preview of what it will do. Now I hope the other 3 of these cakes are just as fast as that one, because I plan on using all 3 at the same time on my 3rd of July or 4th of July show. This is a case, I don't know if you Pyros have been with me for a while, but this is a case I actually got last year. It's a 4-to-1, obviously 4 different effects by Cutting Edge Fireworks. It's called a Knockout Assortment. These are going to be demo items. You should see them this year. I just, surprisingly, I found a case of fireworks that I didn't know I had. So it's nice to always have that happen. Then we got the Splendid Flowers, 25 shots. We got the Medal of Honor. Got 1 left out of the case that I had for New Year's. Got 1 of the Black Box from Gangster Series or Black Marker Fireworks Artillery Shells, and I got 1 of the Brothers Black Box Artillery Shells. These are both ball shells, and true ball shells, shall I say. We have 1 12-shot Finale Crackle Box. That I'll probably use for a demo, but definitely want to take a look at it one more time. We have the Jungle Style here by Shogun. It's a 38-shot and suite. Has nice effects. Can't wait to shoot both of these off here on the 3rd. I do have 1 of the Orc Skulls left from over last year. It's a world-class fireworks item, 25-shot. Obviously, it's kind of just like Jungle Style, except for this is, 5 volleys of 5. Then we move down to the High Treason. And I did get a whole case this year. I've already shot one off to test out and see what it does, because I want to know where to put these other 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at what High Treason does.
Okay, I like it. That's that Tribbillion when I was talking about. What it's called. This one?
So yeah, I think it'll look perfect if I put it in the center of the field while I have cakes on the ends going off either side of it. We'll come down here to the Party Box. It's Shogun Fireworks. I believe it's a 1.5 or 2-minute long cake. It's 52 shots. I'm going to shoot both of them off. Normally I wouldn't get a cake like this that has, starts slow with small breaks leading up to the biggest breaks at the end. But I want to kind of slowly build my opening of my show. And I'll be throwing in flame pots, strobes, or even comments while this is going off to, obviously add the effect. Down here at the bottom, we have 16,000 Thunderball Firecrackers by Sky Bacon Fireworks. This is going to be in my opener section when it's still daytime out. Last year I had 2 of them. This year I only wanted to get 1 because I plan on throwing more items, smoke items up instead of firecrackers. Next, we'll take a look at Second to None. I did get a whole case of these by Shogun Fireworks. Now, I will go ahead and show you a demo that I did a little bit earlier this year. The reason why I want to show you this is if you do get these this year, be careful. They had a lot of low breaks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the demo and you'll see what I mean. Uh-oh. Sorry. So heads up on this second to none cake. If you get it this year, just be careful. When I looked at the tubes, they were not bent, they were not broken. No tubes exploded, so I was assuming either A, the lift charge, which didn't have enough lift, or the time fuse from the lift charge to the blast charge was not timed right, where it was just blowing way too quickly. So heads up on the second to none. Do still got 6 of the case of the Go Long by Shogun Fireworks. Like I said, I'm going to do 3 stations of 2 at the same time, up on the 3rd with these. Obviously you guys see this demo recently, so that's why I did the 2 to ensure what they're going to look like. Obviously I'm going to make sure I press the buttons at the right time, like I need to. I do have 5 Flash Mob little fountains by Sky Bacon Fireworks left over from last year. I had a case of those. Obviously those are those little 30-second fountains from Sky Bacon Fireworks. We'll take a look at the case that I got here. This is a 12-shot double time ring crackle by 76 Proline. It's a 40-second 12-shot cake. The reason why I like this is I love crackle effect, and the fact that you can get a consumer double time ring crackle is pretty neat. So I got a whole case of them. Probably do 1 for a demo and probably do 2 at the same time. The only issue is, since there's such wide breaks, I don't want to kind of cover up the double time ring crackle by having them too close in the field. So we'll just kind of, I guess, play it by ear and see what I can do to ensure that doesn't happen. Here we got 2 cases of High Voltage by Dominator Fireworks, or Xingyu Fireworks, which is their manufacturer over in China. Like I said, I got 4 in a case, so there's 8 total. Those are just 8-shot big break cakes. Figured I'm gonna probably use those right before I jump in the Saturn Missile Barrage and right before I jump into my finale, to kind of get everyone looking high in the sky before I surprise them on the ground. And then next we'll move over here. I do have one of the Future Warriors by World Class Fireworks. This is the one that did not go when I demoed last time I was down at the lake. The reason why is because the cake right before was second to none that had 3 low breaks in it, which obviously, to ensure safety, I wasn't going to shoot anymore. Just didn't want to have it happen, so I still got this one left over. That's why there's tape, and E-Match was in it at the time that I took it off the field. Next, we're going to take a look at the Assortment by AFW's 3-to-1. 3 different 16-shot cakes called the Sweet 16 Assortment. I've never had AFW fireworks, so I'm kind of excited to test them out. I do know Pimp Daddy 28 and a couple other pyros buys from AFW regularly, so for me, trying it out this year, hope it's definitely worth it. So we got Eureka, Havoc, and Dynamo. Next, I got a case of the Thunderbird Flyby by Brothers Fireworks. 20-shot 500-gram cake, all angled shots. Basically, it's another High Treason, or the next big thing, or Orc Skull, or Jungle Style, traditional angled barrage. This is a nice effect. It's kind of funny that they have the 4 Thunderbird flybys, and that's how many volleys, or how many shots are in each volley. So next, we'll take a look down here. We have a case of the Buzzard's Roots by AFW Fireworks. Another excited one to see. I enjoy Saturn missiles and crackle, and I believe, if I can remember this one right, it kind of has a Saturn missile squeal or missile sounding, so I can't wait to test these out. Probably do 2 before July show. 1 is going to be probably in demo. Next we have AFW Phenom. It's a 16-shot 500-gram cake. Did get a case of this. Like I said, I'm definitely trying out the AFW product. Some of these were recommended by a couple pyros, so I am going to take a look. Hopefully these are going to be nice. I'm going to probably do the same thing as I did for the Buzzard's Roost. Do 2 on my 4th of July show and 1 to demo off to see what it looks like singly. Up here at the top, we have a case of the 150-shot Silver Dragon Finale Box by 76 Proline. I did get a whole case of this. Obviously, it's going to be in my Saturn Missile Barrage. Probably do 1 for a demo to see what its effects are on its own. And then the other 11 will be in, hopefully, my 9,000 shots of Saturn missiles in the middle of my show. Next, we're going to take a look at the case of Excelsior by AFW Fireworks, 16-shot 500-gram cake. If you want to take a look at any of these, by the way, descriptions or performances, take a look at my earlier stash videos. I went over almost every one of these fireworks here. If I haven't went over it before, I will go over it in this video. But Excelsior is a nice cake from what I can see online. I hope it's going to be great in person. I'll do the same thing I'm probably doing for the Phenom and Buzzard's Roost. Do 2 on my show and say 1 for a demo for you guys to see what it looks like by itself. Next we have What the Hell. Never had this one before, but it's a nice 25-shot 500-gram cake. It's supposed to have, I believe, red and blue brakes, which if it has what I think it's going to have blue symmetrical brakes with kind of like a red glitter or a red after effect, which I can't wait to check that out. Down here at the bottom, we have Wild Factor by Fireworks. Got a whole case. Next, we have a case of the Maximum Load by Fireworks. Obviously, I did shoot one off for my how to use electrical igniters in fireworks video. So if you guys want to check out that video, link will be down in the description below to see what this one actually looks like in person. But I got 11 left. Obviously, I'm going to shoot every one of these off in my 4th of July show this year. Next, we have another item for my opener. It's called Smoke Trails by Manox Fireworks. Did get a whole case of this smoke 16 shot to crackle effect cake. Probably do one for a demo and then shoot probably 10 in my opener. I do want to kind of keep one for a rainy day, or shall I say a day when I want to see some smoke in the sky. Next, we actually have a new cake that I'm not seeing yet this year by World Class Fireworks. It's called Zombie. My wife picked it out, so I'm kind of amazed to see what it's going to look like. We got red, white glitter, red, white, blue glitter, purple, orange, green glitter, purple, orange, green glitter, red, blue, golden glitter, red, blue, mine, golden glitter. So it's only 9 shots, but it looks like every effect is completely different, or every break, shall I say. Can't wait to take a look at that one. Like I said, it's 500 gram cake. And then I do have 2 of the Bloomin' Glories left over from last year by Sky Bacon Fireworks. These are decent sized fountains. The problem is they have effects that shoot here out the corner, kind of like a gold falling leaf, I would say, from a fountain. So the problem with these is you got to have a stand, because if not, they just look like they're trying to light the grass on fire. But these are pretty decent if you can get them up in the air, and try not to put them too high, obviously, because they will shoot some good sparks up. Next, we have a case of the Canon brand 61 shot assortment. Did get 2 of every type of these cakes. We got Rising Dragon, Swarming Bees, Flora Nova, Double Barrel Barrage, Screaming Green Floral, and Wasp Floral, all by Canon brand. What I'll probably do on these, since I do want to see what each one of them do, they have similar effects. What I mean by that is I believe the Screaming Green Floral and the Swarming Bees are very similar. Rising Dragon and Double Barrel Barrage are similar, and the Wasp Floral and the Flora Nova are the same kind of effects, just different colors. So I'll probably do 6 of them up on the hill for July 3rd on my 4th of July show, and then probably demo off each one of these, because I do want to see what they look like on their own. Next, we have 3 of the 76 Proline 140 shot Candle Barrage Roman candles. This one is blue. I do have a red and white. I picked these up from Penguin Pyro Fireworks yesterday. So what I'm going to do with them, obviously, since I got red, white, and blue, try to do an angle in the middle. So we'll have red kind of angle to the left, white will be in the middle, blue will be to the right, so it's red, white, and blue when they all shoot off. Those look pretty cool. Normally I was going to get a case of them, but I think the 3 will work out for what I need. And what I mean by what I mean is, let's go ahead and take a look at what a case of these look like that I saw out at 76 Fireworks demo this year. So after seeing a case or 2 of these go off, I think just one of each will be working perfect on the hill, because I don't have that much space from left to right on the field up there. Next, we have a case of the Crimson Storm by Canon brand. Do have, I think, 9 in a case. These are all 150 shots, adding to my 9,000 shot Saturn Missile Barrage this year. Can't wait to see what they do. Next, we have the 76 Proline single shot assortment Comets. Take a look at one of these here. I did go over every effect in here. There's 6 different colors. We'll be using these up on the hill, probably just shooting randomly throughout the night. So I don't know if I'm doing anything special with them, but I do got a whole case, so I got 24 of them. Next, I found a very special item at a local tent down in Riverside. Don't want to point out the tent, but if you come across it, look for the Tasmanian Devil. It does say daytime effect. Well, what do you mean by a daytime effect, Girandola? Well, when you take a look at it, we'll find out why. So obviously that's a very big Girandola. compared to what you normally see. We do have, I believe, 8 driver engines. Those are going to be the silver ones there. And then we have 4 red little tubes. I'm assuming that's going to be our smoke item. So there's no brake at the top. So we're going to have 8 drivers driving 4 streamers of smoke. I don't know if they're all going to be the same color. I wasn't able, ooh, actually I was. Here we go. Performance. A screaming devil flies up in the sky with a trail of colorful smoke. So it still doesn't tell us the color. I'm wondering if the packaging's red, that it's going to be red, or multicolor, or what it's going to be. I hope it's multicolor. I don't want it to be just white, black, or the traditional Girandola smoke colors that you would see just from the motors burning. So hopefully it's a nice effect. But I've never seen a big Girandola like this in the consumer world, so I was really happy to pick one of these up. Did play a little bit for it, but this is going to be the end or the second to last in my opener show. So that's going to be the crackers, smoke trails. That's going to be a smoked Girandola, and then the last thing is going to be in that box down there, the velocities. Next, below that, I found another Girandola. Obviously, you can see the price on it. Paid a pretty penny. This is from Shogun Fireworks, but if you'll read it, it actually has 4 reloadable Girandolas. So these I'm going to keep for myself. These I'm really excited to have. This is Mission Control by Shogun Fireworks. Next, we'll take a look at another Saturn missile item. This is going to be Bullet Storm by Sky Bacon Fireworks. Did pick up a whole case of this. As you can see, they're 248 shots. Definitely trying to get me over that 9,000 shot Saturn missile this year. Wasn't able to make it to 10, but I still think since I'm upped at 1,800 from last year because I had 7,200, definitely will look nice. That's going to be the Bullet Storm, Crimson Storm, Finale Silver Dragon, and then down here, next item will be the last of the Saturn missiles. This is going to be the Manox Fireworks 300 Saturn shot missile battery. Do have a whole case of this. Take a look at that. So I got 12 in there. That's 3,600 Saturn missiles, pushing me over 9,000. Excited about that. Next, we're going to take a look at some Canister Shells. I did pick up a whole case of the Supernova Cans Gold Willow. So there's 48 shells. That's that bottom case down there. I'm going to launch all 48 of these in my 50 shot rack that I've handmade. That way it fills the sky with Gold Willow. I don't know if that's going to be my end barrage, but it's definitely going to be within the last 30 seconds of my show. Because I figured 48 Gold Willows should look pretty nice for a consumer show. And then right on top of it, we have a case of the 76 Proline Assorted Color Flames. It's a 30-second version. Obviously there's 5 different colors in there. That's just a purple one. There's purple, red, blue, green. I believe yellow is the other one. But I got a whole case of those. Here's my 200-gram cases that I picked up this year. I have a case of the Noisy 12-shot by Firehawk and the Haunted Scarecrow by Firehawk. Here they are up here if you want to take a look at them. I have demoed these off recently, so you can take a look at those if you want to see what they are. This one's basically Crackle. This one's basically Glitter. I'm going to be using the whole case that I have left off since I've already shot the demos up on the hill. So since there's 16 to a case, we're looking at 30 200-gram cakes that are going to go up possibly at the same time. Next, we'll take a look at this box. Every time you see one of these, you know it's good because it has Rat-tat-tat Black Cat Fountains, right? Just joking with you. Actually, half of the case are just regular old Blast from the Past ball shells. Obviously, nothing special about these. I just was excited to see that there's no filler in here. It's actually a ball shell, not a canister, which is always, you know, scary seeing all the videos of everyone else showing that they're fake shells this year. Then down here, we're getting towards the leftovers from last year and all the small items that just don't work well or stand up well, so I couldn't really take them out of the box. I do have a case of the Neon Tracer by Big Fireworks. As you can see, this case is unopened, so I have a whole 15 of them. And then I went ahead and bought another half case with the fellow Pyro, so I actually have 6 more. Because I did have 7, but I demoed one off. The goal is, in case I wasn't able to get my zipper cakes, I was going to create a Roman candle barrage out of these. So let's go ahead and take a look at what one looks like.
coming right at us.
So that was just one of the neon tracer. Since I have 21 of them, I was going to create basically my own zipper cake. Since they're all, I believe, 196 shots, I figured if I had 21 of these angled in different angles or even doubled up layers in the angles, would look like a traditional zipper cake, except for these would definitely be unique. Back here, I do have 2 packages of the Ballistic Rockets from last year. I did pick up a case and I shot the rest of them off. Some knickknacks in here. I mean, there's some neon sparklers, some neon rockets. We got some Excaliburs down in here. I got a package of the Sammy's Best. Got some torpedo snappers. Got some triangles, some little Roman candles, a couple tubes, and a rocket. Obviously, this is going to be some knickknacks that I'll shoot off during the day of the 3rd, when we're waiting for it to get super late, where I shoot my show around 11 o'clock at night. When everyone else is at a fireworks, is when I light all this off. Next, we'll take a look at the Devastator shells by Bulldog Fireworks. Did pick these up down at Says Boom. Since they didn't have the Excalibur case that I wanted, I had to get some canister shells. I'm hoping these are great. I did demo some of those off last night, and let's go ahead and take a look at them because I was kind of surprised at what effects they have in here.
Is it 2 or 1? Nice common mine.
Now, as you can tell, I was kind of surprised. Half of it is white glitter. The other 12 are, I believe, 3 different comet shells, a red, white, and blue, a purple peony, and then there was one with a flying fish. So those are going to be, I guess, special effect shells. What I'll do is, since I do have the angled 28-shot mortar racks, I'll probably do a whole row of the exact same shell, so I can basically make my homemade version of a slat that you would normally get from a Proline item. And then I do have 2 packages of the 24-shot Excaliburs. As you could probably see, I probably have about 10 or 20 Excaliburs down in there. Those are 2 more 24s that I have left over from last year. So I do have enough Excaliburs if I don't like the Devastator, so we'll kind of see when I test it out a little bit later on this week. Down here at the bottom, we got their traditional gray cans. Obviously, we all know what those do. And then here at the end, got a whole case of the Velocity Rockets. Got a case of a glorious short circuit fountain. Basically, this is going to be like jumping fish or flying fish fuse. Got a whole case of them. They just don't set right because they're fountains, so they're not really the best stable items. And then, as you can take a look one last time as I walk through here, there are 2 more items that I have not got. And that was the last things that I picked up. I had to drive all the way down to Black Market Fireworks to pick up the 2 things that I still needed this year, and that was more mortar racks and a zipper cake. I ended up picking up 3 28-shot fiberglass mortar racks. Totaling, now I have 4 of them. I have my homemade 50 shot, so I have a total of 162 tubes ready to shoot some shells this year, which is going to be enough for me because last year I think I only had like 70, so I doubled that. When I went down to Black Market, this was the only case of fireworks that I actually picked up. This, is my opinion, is the best consumer zipper cake for what it does. And what I mean by that is it's amazing. I mean, you can see the size of it. It's huge. I would say probably about 3 feet long, 2 feet wide. It's a big giant 500-gram cake. And what zipper cakes come 2-1? You can't beat that. I mean, most zipper cakes usually cost 75 bucks or 100 retail. I picked both of these up for 75 wholesale. And when you take a look at this, I'll go ahead and show you what I did last year. I shot both of them, but what I did is I lit one from one end, flipped the other one around, and lit it from this end. So they kind of crisscross back and forth in the field. And you might have seen it in my intro videos, but let's go ahead and take a look at it one last time, what the Technicolor looks like when you have 2 of them going off by Power Source Fireworks. me, this would be a great zipper cake that you could pick up. And Black Market Fireworks down in Joplin, Missouri is the only source I know anywhere around me to pick them up. So if you enjoy them, definitely reach out to Black Market Fireworks. I'd check out or ask Tom if you want to buy the wholesale side of it. If not, there's a retail side, but you're going to pay obviously a little bit more than the wholesale price. And then now that you've seen a Technicolor, imagine if we had a 360 shot version. Well, that's what I picked up over here. Some of you pyros might know what this is. 360 shot 1-1. We'll take a look at it. It's a big old giant zipper cake. I mean, this is by far the biggest item I've seen. Besides, I guess Technicolor is pretty close in similar size. But this is a 360 shot version of a Technicolor. Can't wait to light that bad boy off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to light a Technicolor off on the hill this year. Have everyone go ooh, ah, celebrate. And when they don't expect it, light this one off right afterwards. Which is going to blow their minds. So now that I've shown my zipper cakes, I believe that is all my stash for this year. So pyros, this is what I have to offer on my 4th of July. Plan on shooting almost every single thing that you see standing here off. Obviously, we can't always shoot what we want. Stuff comes up, it gets busy, it's hot out, or you know, maybe we get worn out or we want to save some. But I can't wait to light a lot of this off. I know the 4th is literally 3 days away for some people. For me, my 4th is going to be on the 3rd this year, so I only have 2 more days. I'm going to spend the next rest of this 5 hours a day e-matching, prepping, fusing, poking, everything I can do to save me as much time. Because obviously on the 3rd, I don't want to have to work my butt off like I did last year, where I got out here at 8 a.m., did not get done till 7:30, and that's when my show began, my opener. And then I worked my butt off till my next show, shot it, and then worked my butt off till my last show and shot it. So I did not have downtime the whole time last year. That is what I want to have this year. I want some downtime to enjoy fireworks and not stress out about setting all of my show up. So I'm thankful to my wife. I'm thankful to my family out here for helping me do all this. If it wasn't for them or her, I probably wouldn't be able to do half of this show. It does take a lot of effort from a lot of people to build something like this. So pyros out there, don't expect to jump into something this big, because I mean, we're looking at about $4,000 in total is what I spent. Most of this was all wholesale. Some of it was retail, the single items or the stuff left over from last year. But I put a lot of time and effort into this. This is my hobby. This is my passion. Everyone has what they enjoy in their life. This is what I enjoy. I hope you pyros enjoyed this stash. Please have a safe 4th of July. Don't nobody get hurt. Be as safe as you can be. But also, have a blast. I mean, it only comes around once a year and we all enjoy it. So I know you pyros are going to have fun out there, because I know I will as well. For now, pyros, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another demo video.